Hey there, marketers. You're listening to the Son of a Pitch podcast, where we simplify elite marketing strategy so you can actually use it. I'm the host, Kenneth, and today we're breaking down the psychology of why people buy, the real triggers behind almost every purchase decision. This episode is brought to you by Pitch Cloud, the creative and content studio helping brands upgrade their storytelling, visuals, and strategy to convert in the real world. Learn more at pitchcloudmanagement.com. Let's dive in. But before we go into the triggers, let me explain why this matters right now, especially in 2025 and going into 2026. Most marketers focus on formats, tools, trends, algorithms, and platforms. But the constant across every platform is human behavior. If you understand what makes people pause, what makes them trust, what makes them click, what makes them buy, then you can succeed anywhere. Because platforms change, but psychology doesn't. When you learn buying psychology, you stop chasing hacks and start building campaigns that work regardless of the algorithm. At the root of almost every buying decision, from choosing a gym to choosing software to choosing clothing, there's a simple internal formula happening: attention, emotion, logic, and action. Most people never get past the first two steps. Your job as a marketer is to guide them through all four. These 7 psychological triggers show up across every industry. Not because someone invented them, but because people think and behave in patterns. The first one being identity. People buy things that feel connected to who they believe they are or who they want to become. Identity is the strongest psychological force in marketing. A message that aligns with identity always beats a message that simply sells a feature. People ask, is this me? Does this match how I see myself? Will this make me more like the kind of person I want to become? This is why clear audience definition matters. The second one is belonging. People buy into communities, not products. Customers love the feeling of this is for people like me, or I'm not the only one dealing with this, or I'm a part of something. There's a reason groups, challenges, and community-focused brands grow faster. The third one being authority. When people don't know who to trust, they follow the person or brand that displays competence. Authority can be shown through experience, clarity, consistency, simplifying a complex idea, or demonstrating understanding. You don't need to be famous to have authority. You need to communicate confidently and clearly. The fourth one, urgency. People postpone decisions until something forces them not to. Urgency isn't about pressure. It's about making the decision easier to take now instead of later. This includes expiring opportunities, limited availability, or seasonal timing. It's not about manipulation when the urgency is real. The fifth one, progress. People don't buy solutions, they buy progress. They want something that moves them one step closer to clarity or convenience or confidence or mastery or even relief. The smaller the steps you can give them, the easier it is to say yes. The sixth psychological trigger is safety. Removing fear increases conversions more than adding value. People are asking, will this work for me? Or is this a mistake? Or what if I regret it? Or what if it's too hard? Safety can be increased with clarity, transparency, walkthroughs, previews, answering objections, and even setting expectations. When people feel safe, they move forward. The seventh, reciprocity. People respond to generosity. When you give value freely, whether it's knowledge, entertainment, clarity, or insight, people feel naturally inclined to engage, listen, and eventually buy. This isn't a trick. It's how humans are wired. Reciprocity is the foundation of content marketing, education, thought leadership, sampling, or even free resources. You earn trust by delivering value before asking for anything. Let me give you 3 ways to apply this right now without needing big production or big budgets. The first one, use the identity line in your messaging. Replace generic lines with identity-driven lines. So instead of saying, get more engagement, try for creators who want to finally get consistent results. Or for homeowners tired of fighting with their HOA. Identity makes your message sharper and more memorable. The second tactic, add micro proof, not just macro proof. You don't need giant testimonials. You need clear, simple proof points. Micro proof examples include trusted by local businesses, used by first-time buyers, new subscribers every week. People just need evidence you're real. The third tactic, use future pacing. Help people visualize their life after the decision. Instead of this helps you manage your time, try imagine waking up and knowing exactly what to post for the next 30 days. Or imagine understanding your rights before talking to your HOA. Future pacing lets them mentally experience the outcome. And once they see it, it's hard to unsee it. If there's one thing to take from today's episode, it's this. People don't buy the product. They buy the feeling the product gives them. When you understand what drives human behavior, you don't rely on trends, you rely on truth. And when your marketing aligns with how people naturally think and buy, everything becomes easy. That wraps up today's episode of Son of a Pitch. If you're enjoying the series, share it with another marketer who wants a deep insight. Next week, we're tackling the content flywheel, how to produce 30 days of content in 3 hours. For creative support and message strategy, visit pitchcloudmanagement.com. See you next week.